Hey, welcome everybody to tonight's presentation of the Avisae Business Opportunity. And really special treat tonight in that we have a lot of woman power on hand tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun, very exciting. And we're going to start it off, we're going to do away with a lot of male talk. That means me too. And we're going to start off with my bride of nearly 40 years. Judi is going to start off the presentation tonight. So Jude, we're going to switch chairs. There you go. Have a seat.
I don't know if I can ride this chair. The wheels are really speedy.
There we go. And take it away.
Okay, well, I'm lucky I get to introduce things a little bit tonight. And it's nice seeing everybody on there, especially Raelene and Valorie. I don't know that we've ever had anybody who's in Mexico on here before, but that's pretty exciting. Valorie, thank you. I'm glad to introduce you to the next approximately 45 minutes of your life. We're going to have some fun, hopefully some laughs, and see some stuff that can impact our lives for a long time. So it may be some of the most valuable minutes that you've spent in a while, or at least, what if? I hope you listen with an open mind and heart. I can't see this. And with your pen in hand. You may want to think about it for a while. You may ask whoever invited you here to get more information for you, and that's okay. That's all good. But then again, what if? Years ago, long before a whole bunch of you who are on here, we're very old, there was this song. It's called, "Is That All There Is?" I used to think that was the saddest thing I ever heard. But that was before I kind of completed a 45-year plan and then retired. And I even had some time when I sort of was thinking that. I can't believe that song comes back into my head. Maybe this is all there is. But it's not true. There's life after retirement. And whether you're there yet or whether you haven't even begun to think of it, no matter where you are, maybe beginning to wonder what that part of your life is going to look like. I don't know if you have dreams or not, but sometimes we lose them as we struggle each day in our lives. So what you're about to see is an opportunity that can help you, help yourselves and others create a purpose, some better health, some financial security, and so whatever age you are, it's going to be hopefully a very interesting thing for you. I'm so excited to introduce Jennifer Allen. She's going to share this concept with us, which is not entirely, which is not a new concept, but has been put together in an entirely new, not done before way. And even though I haven't known Jennifer for a very long time, I appreciate her understanding of the business, and I'm amazed by her tech skills, which even more so, her ability to teach them to some of us old folks is really great, and it's a really precious thing to have her given that kind of a way. Helps us all. But she's smart, she's funny, she's a caring person, she has quite a day job. She's the director of Cardin's Children's Medical Center here, and she supervises over 250 nurses, assistants, and managers, and so on. Now, after Jennifer is finished sharing, we have a long-admired friend of mine, Raelene Hayball, who's going to come on and cap this evening off. And she can speak to life in the corporate world and to freedom. She and her husband, Jan, have lived a free life for over 27 years. Eric Worre says, in order to make dreams come true, you have to first wake up. Even though we've known Jan and Raelene for a long time, they woke up a lot longer ago than we did. So they've gotten to experience that time. But now they spend some of their time helping to wake us up fully so that we can learn about and experience some freedom as well. So with that said, Jennifer, we're in for a real treat. So folks, get out your pens and your pad paper. And Jennifer, take it away. It's all yours.
All right. Thank you, Miss Judi. Even as she was speaking of my tech skills, I'm going to be relying on Jeff tonight to help move the PowerPoint along, in that we're still trying to get all of our devices to communicate with the new PowerPoint that we have. So I appreciate Jeff's help on this as we move forward. But really, this is a fantastic opportunity to utilize those technological skills that we can all chime in together for a brief period of time tonight to learn about this opportunity, to remind ourselves why we're participating in this opportunity, and really to connect together to show how much support you really have to pull this together. Really, in looking at Avisae as that blue ocean opportunity, we're going to kind of talk through what that means, what the opportunity looks like, and then what that brings to your life as well. So on the PowerPoint slide, if you'll advance, Jeff, to the what is blue ocean. And so really it's an opportunity to kind of define what our lingo that we use for calling ourselves blue ocean. It really moves us outside of that in-the-box thinking, that traditional concept of business, the really structured environment. Here's your swim lane, you do what you need to do, the other people will take care of other things, and really into the blue ocean thinking. It's outside of the box. I find that it's not caught up in the politics and the procedures of a large corporate environment that kind of weighs everything down. It really has allowed us in the short period of time that this particular Avisae organization has been pulled together, has really leveraged the understanding of individuals in this business model, as well as leveraging the electronic environment and social media environment that we all exist in now. Enough opportunity of that blue ocean side is really the unlimited potential. We don't drag with us that brick and mortar concept of a business, and can really look to bring a great advantage to us in this particular industry. As we move forward on explaining that cash flow quadrant to further add to, Jeff, if you want to roll a couple of slides forward. One more? Great. It's really to give that visual between the blue and red side. Many of us have been in this red side of the quadrant, looking at it as either as an employee, which I have been all of my adulthood, or self-employed, which many individuals within this organization, yes, it's their own business, but boy, are they strapped to it. And when they're not the one doing the work, then nothing happens. And so then your dreams and visions of what you have planned for your future are really limited on time. There is only so many hours in the day, no matter how many projects they give me at work to complete. I only have so much time, and there's only one of me. In looking at the blue side, which is an advantage in what we're doing as being that business owner, where you can leverage other people to get you to where you're going, you're still highly reliant on a tight structure and some of the difficulties in having the right item in the right market in front of the right people. It takes a lot of time to manage that. Or then the investor, boy, wouldn't that be great if we had a bucket of money and we could be the ones making the investments. Always thought that was a great place to go. That would be what I was tucking funds away for, and lost what I had as a small amount of money compared to others when things changed in our economy and our real estate environment and those things that are going on. And so those things, when you're relying on yourself to accomplish those components, it is a faster process to that income you're looking at on the blue side. And it's also a different set of skills and thinking to operate on that blue side. But that's really why tying into an organization such as this really leverages some of the learnings of others and some of the structure that keeps us all on track, because there's not many of us that can just go off and make, you know, an unlimited amount of money without having a mentor helping us get there. On that next part, now that we've kind of explained how we are thinkers in the blue side and ready to do something different. It really is putting that, what's your particular vision of what's going on? If you look at that red dot of income, which is where most of us exist, it's much smaller than what our wants and dreams are. There's a lot of things in the pictures of things that people want to purchase or places they'd like to go. It's really different for all of us. But what I found in looking at my personal life was that what I was doing, even though, as Judy's referenced, I've worked in healthcare for many a decade now, most often healthcare is not touched as quickly with the economics of the United States, because people always need healthcare. But things are really changing, especially in the last decade. Insurance companies reimburse based on what the government payers say we need to do, and the quality metrics that are out there, and how we're graded on a scorecard. It's become very, very competitive within healthcare, as well as it's a much smaller bucket of money that we're all chasing after. And so that's when I sat down and thought, well, if I keep working at the pace that I'm working, I still won't have enough money at the end to live the lifestyle to be comfortable, let alone the big dreams of places to go and the experiences I'd like to have in my life, is that it's not there. I love what I'm doing. My career has afforded me a huge opportunity, trained as a nurse and then now in leadership of healthcare, to really make a difference for others. I wouldn't trade that, looking at how I'm on this path of where I am in my life, but boy, I have to do something to supplement it. Otherwise, I've envisioned myself as I'll be the nurse sharing the walker with my patient, because I'll need one and my patient will need one, and we'll just keep going until, I'm somewhere where I can't help anybody anymore. So I make jest of that, but that's really, if we don't do something different, and each of us have to make that decision of how much we're willing to commit to it and how much effort we're willing to put into it. But if you want the two sides of income, and I'm even adding to the blue column any more needs, is that you have to do something different than what you have in front of you right now. So on to the how we're accessing a change, and what we're talking about is really the structure of Avisae. It's in a triad of information, is that you have Avisae, the business opportunity, so the items, the consumables that are utilized. The BOSS system, so it's a mentorship, learning, success system that's made available to everyone. And then the financial mentor or financial strategy component that is added in. So that's really what makes this a more stable structure, if you would look at it in that fashion, so that we have the items available to us so that we don't wander off and destroy our own opportunity, because we have the opportunity to check in with individuals that have the skill set. But I find the information down at the bottom is just looking at business owners have the biggest opportunity to make a difference and really connect those two dots that we're referencing. And we always have these big visions of these groups of people that have all the money. There's some that are in the media that are mentioned a lot, and the large sums of money that aim towards them. But I still question, if you also look at what they do with their money, that most of us, that if we can't do well with a small amount, we'll never do well with a big amount. And that's what you often see with individuals that say have got millions and millions coming at them on a regular basis, but then in a period of time are bankrupt or no better off than they were when they started. Now we can go forward, if you would, Jeff. So really back into that, the marketplace portion of Avisae, it's obviously based on consumable products. That's the way a referral program works. What this organization has looked at is really a house of premiums, what they're referencing here. It's really scientifically based items that truly do make a difference from the inside out and from the outside in. Different parts of the products have added over the years, as had referenced. It's really within its first 5 years of development as a company, but has really come a long way with what they've committed to and what they've presented for available to all of us to use. And between the science getting it started, and then those of us that have been participating in a few of the like 90-day challenges to see the changes that would come about in a consistent use of an item, it's been pretty impressive. On the next slide, it's really a focus on what we call Love Your Gut. A lot of research has been done on inside the organization, as well as just in healthcare around us, is that if you do not have a healthy intestinal tract from the top through the bottom, is that you won't have the benefits of whatever supplements you're using or whatever good food you're trying to consume. You're really at a disadvantage if your intestines aren't healthy. So this whole packet is put together in the concept of starting with repair, then with rebuild, and then with a rebalance. The items are designed to stack on each other to have the optimal improvement in health, but that really sets us at an opportunity to then not only consume the items every month, is how they're packaged, but then also to see some true change, because you're bringing to your body each of the different parts that it needs to pull this together. In addition to the Love Your Gut, there's some other from outside in products that build together. There's some favorites, everybody has them. The hydration component, especially in the Southwest region out here, huge opportunity to add that to our water, to add the alkalinity up so that it actually is more hydrating to our bodies. Again, you can look, yes, and Jeff's always got his shaker with his sachets going in the bottom of the water bottle. But that's really what the recommendation is to, review the package. They have a lot of information on them. There's white papers that support the science that has gone on behind each of them. But it's the idea that trust in the decisions made by others. We have some great researchers that back the team that pull the products together on how they truly work together. They've given some flavor options and some choice options, and then you can adapt the programs for what is going on in your particular body. But there's some basics. This comes with hydrate. That's a big important part of no matter what you're doing in your body, is you need plenty of water, and that doesn't come with a mix of coffee into the water. Doesn't count. It has to be just the water. But we can add things to it like our Activate. So it's a lot of focus on some of them in your plant-based vitamin Bs. So that gives you that energy that you may be lagging in whatever you're currently doing or other health conditions that you have going on. That helps provide that in a couple of different flavors. And there's also a meal replacement. I like that because I'm not a big breakfast eater. And we've all heard all our lives is everything starts with breakfast. That's the most important meal of the day. Well, when you choose to eat about noon, because you're just not big on, your body eventually will, it'll quit on you when you're not providing it the nutrients that it needs. So the meal replacement is easy to utilize. You can mix. I put my Activate in it. I've hidden my Repair in it. I've done all kinds of things. But it really makes it easy, well balanced. It is the structure that kind of starts your day with, okay, we're going to start with something nutritional. But I like the components that it gives you those options to kind of fill in your day where you're already missing in what you're doing. Then this is a great building. These are great building blocks to add to what you have going on. On the next slide, it references some of the individuals that have stuck with the Clean and Lean is what the program was called, was really helping people focus on stick with the products as designed. There's a whole template on assessing yourself and what you've got going on. So again, back with the tools that are available to help you be successful. It's really kind of a roadmap. And so there's some individuals on here that have had some great weight loss or muscle development, great activity increase of body in motion, stays in motion. So it's along those concepts of let's help you feel better so that you can then participate in your own health. So they have some great testimonials about these different products and how they work together. It's not all weight loss. There are some individuals, who knows who they are, that struggle with maintaining weight, but that's also the opportunity as well. Moving on then from that outside in is a great skincare line called Reflections. And so there's a lot of science in there that it's more than just buy it over the counter, a cream to slather on your face that's full of mineral products and all other things that you shouldn't be putting on your skin. There's a lot of build on itself in steps to take care of. One of my favorite products is the Renew, so the middle bottle there. It is a cellular restructure serum. And so out here in the Southwest with a lot of, I call them the Arizona polka dots. So you get them all over your skin in various places. From just that years of skin exposure, it really does something on the cellular level. You can't just take an exfoliator and clean that off your face anymore. But this product really gets deep down into the skin and does repair what is coming and developing to become later something that would require maybe something more medically based to treat. And so that is really an opportunity to help use the preventive technologies in a lot of these products to help keep your health before it turns into something that you're not interested in. So one of the next set of slides really shows some of the testimonials on the skincare with consistent use. So depending on your age, your sin exposure, your genetics, because that still plays a component into what your skin does, it just gives some nice pictures of what people have seen as improvements by using this products consistently. So some fancy things that we have to go with it. So Lush Lips, it's a lip plumper, can't even say it. And, but it's also a great moisturizer and protector so that you can keep that mucosa layer intact. So people that like to bite and pick on their lips kind of help stop that. And then the At Lash. So that's a lash enhancer. So as an individual who is about 10 years post-cancer, I and my daughters had long, thick lashes our lives until that point in my life. And I just thought, well, okay, I'm here. I was successful with therapy. I'm doing well. I feel well. And I'm just going to have short lashes. That's what it's going to do. So I used my, out of my enrollment packet, I used my At Lash twice a day. And I'm back to having full, thick, long lashes again. And that's the only thing I changed. Yes, I did take my internal vitamins as well, so that does help your skin and hair. But I really do appreciate the results from At Lash. I feel less exposed. So here's some great pictures of what others individuals have seen as well in the changes in their lips and lashes. All right. So Torch, that's an awesome product. For any of you out there that are reliant on energy drinks that are sold in stores, be very, very careful in what you're doing. I would encourage you to use Torch instead. There's a lot of research coming out. You can find that on most any internet search that you on a reputable site that you do on the disadvantages of using energy drinks that are based on caffeine and other chemical stimulants. We've seen a lot of people in a certain age group at the hospital who are having heart issues and liver issues that is not normal for that particular age group. And when you talk to them about what they're consuming, a lot a lot of caffeine and energy drinks. And then when they get a little bit older and add nicotine to it, it just compounds the issue terribly. So it was exciting to see when Torch was added. And really, when you look at the compounding, a lot of it is based on those vitamin Bs. So it's a complex vitamin B component. So that's water soluble for less of an impact on your liver because it's not a fat soluble chemical. It's processed through your kidneys. But really how vitamin Bs work is like the electrical wire. So it's the rubber coating on the outside of a wire and it keeps your nerves from sparking. So those big highs, big lows, no energy, all those kind of feelings, those can really benefit from a high dose of vitamin B. So when taken with our other vitamins and then you add some Torch with it, you can see the benefit from those things. It's okay, go on to the tools, we're great. So moving on to that other triad, one of the sections in there is your business owner success system. So everything that is noted here on the board, and for anybody that has been in a similar industry and has had a trunk load of paper goods that are as good as they are from the time you get them to your trunk to the trash can, all of those are now on an app that you have on your smartphone. They stay updated. You, as a member, can then be a part of a monthly opportunity that you get all the new recorded information before it goes out to everybody else. So you can increase your familiarity with it and really learn from all of it before then you start sharing it with others at a later time point. How easy, though, to have your whole business right here in your smartphone. Because we typically have those with us all the time. So you're not searching for all the tools to keep you current. So that was a great improvement, I find. And as the slide notes, our competitive advantage is having at the center of our organization the people that know how to do this the best. So in referencing Randy and Valorie Haugen, they have decades of experiential learning that we're using and leveraging to our advantage. So that's where our process comes from, where our mentorship and our coaching opportunities and all of this is well thought out. This is not haphazard. This isn't a try it now, see if it works kind of thing, is that there's really some thought put behind how are we going to assemble this business so that we can have the opportunity to bite into that health and wellness industry and the billions of dollars that they anticipate will be a part of our spend as everyone moves in that preventive health market, is that it's not just about great products. It's about the business that can help you get there to have your portion of that preventive industry. So we greatly appreciate their commitment and coming back into all of this to pull it all together for us. What was brought forward then for us is the training opportunity that was the other portion of our structure. Is really learning how to manage all of this. And so that's going to look differently for each of us, whether it is, well, you're enrolled at a different tier point within the business and you have shares that follow you, and then those pay annually and will increase as the organization becomes larger, excuse me. And then there's also some asset planning, or maybe you just plain out need some debt management. That's just a great opportunity to tap in, because we don't want people floundering and losing sight of building this opportunity because they're caught in the minutiae of what do you do with a business like this. So something that's a little different, and any of us that are in a traditional business or within a network opportunity like this, it's a board that makes the decisions. What has been done differently here, it's a peer elected board. And so it really is individuals that have a vested interest in hearing what is happening within the organization, as well as understand because they're living it as well. And they can really speak on behalf to make any major decisions. And so we don't have these surprises that have come about in other organizations that have really just pulled the rug out of people. All right, so on to how you make this happen. So we're a lot of us are experienced now with the limited referral programs. So other companies out there, the first time you use, great, there might be a discount. I refer a friend, there's a one-time discount. I can do this in each of those different businesses, but it's a one-time event. And it takes a lot of talking to a lot of people to see any discount on any of my bills. So the difference that we have in this opportunity, it's an unlimited referral program. So if you're out there talking to people anyways about stuff that you like and stuff that you use and the differences that you've seen in your own life, tap into an opportunity that's an unlimited referral program. Tell them about something that can help not only their health, but their wealth. So this was a great opportunity to connect in. We try to keep it as simple as what the slide shows, is find 3, show 3, follow up on 3. And then as those numbers grow and what we call depth, that's really is the structure that has been idealized in this organization, is really focusing on that depth, because that's where then the financial component comes from. But as people will typically do what you do, depending on the enrollment package that you have selected, that's going to be the one you're confident about talking about. But as 3 people complete at that same level, then you're basically have gotten your package back. All the money that you spent on your package will be returned to you. So then you can see as depth is built, other people would have that same opportunity for them, but then the volume of people quickly, exponentially starts growing rapidly. In the slide here, it talks about the really the unlimited potential, but it's the numbers, and it's really find 3, develop 3, find 3, develop 3. It really is, it's kind of an unbelievable amount of money that is by month or by year. But wow, what if it was 10% of what's on the slide? I'm looking at, oh, it's not too many layers where I've exceeded the income that I bring home from my current job. So why can't I do both? And then I've got this whole other opportunity that would stop pulling on my current career to have my retirement career. So on this next slide, it's designed out with the different levels, basically tier levels of price points to get started. The individual that invited you tonight can really talk about what the different packages are, how to get started. It's all based on you then making that determination. And then you committing to your loyalty order, which is the replenishment of products every month. They can help talk you through how that is designed as well. You have the fluidity of making that change. But what I like about the program is everything is done through a website. It's your profile. You manage it with your credit card. There's no more writing checks to people, driving and picking up product. You as a distributor don't have to have a garage full of product that you have to unload every month. That's not how it's designed. This is truly find what you'll be using, use it every month, keep track of those changes. They kept telling me, take pictures of your skin, take pictures of, write down what you're thinking is changing, and you just don't believe anything's gonna happen, so you don't do it. I encourage you, take some pictures, write down some numbers, because when you use your products regularly, you'll see a difference. And so that really is the opportunity then to connect with something you're gonna do anyway in your life of eating, taking supplements, spending time with friends, learning. Let's tie that all together into the structure of this opportunity and then start focusing on what would you do with more time, with better health, with more money. It really is that opportunity to kind of pull together everything that you're doing in your life now, just in a better way. So I'd like to turn our time now over to Raelene so she can talk about some of the great things that she's seen happen. I've spent a few evenings with her at some events and some potlucks. I find her laugh contagious, and her desire to make other people's lives better is just contagious. And I just really appreciate her time tonight to share a few more aspects of the business. So I'll turn over to you, Raelene.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was an excellent presentation. I really like it. You did a great job.
Thank you.
And, you know, I just want to kind of reiterate a few things that Jennifer shared with us tonight. And, you know, what you have is unlimited potential. It all depends on what your commitment is and what you want to see come from it. You know, you can retire from your business, quit your job. We love having retirement parties, I can tell you. We've had some really great ones, and we'd like to have some more. Hint, hint, hint. But the potential is just, it's astounding to me. We just have to decide that that's what we want, and you have to have some clear-cut goals, too. So if you're hearing this or seeing it for the first time, I want you to really think about, just take a few minutes and think about what you'd like to have in your life that isn't there now. Is it more time with your family? Is it more finances and resources to do things that you want to do? You know, you need to sit down and figure it out. Take out a pencil and a piece of paper. Write down the pros and the cons and go from there. But I'll tell you, this business has afforded us, as Jeff said, to be totally free to do whatever we want, whenever we want, for over 27 years. Actually, I retired in 1988, and Jan retired in 89. So, heck, I mean, and if it wasn't for this industry, that would never happen. Jan would still be a contractor for sheetrock, and I'd probably still be in retail management being a witch. I mean, and I say that nicely. I was not a very nice person working in the corporate world. This just has a tendency to bring out the ugly and the best of people. And I was right there in the thick of it. So, and number two, you know, we do have world-class products. I mean, it is amazing the science that's behind each and every one of them. And, you know, we all have our favorites. I love the skincare. I love the Love Your Gut. You know, we've been doing some gut together meetings so that we can, you know, bring in some people that aren't aware of the great products that we do have. But you start taking them and you'll notice after probably the first week how much better you feel when you have a healthy gut, because the majority of people out there, like 90%, don't have healthy insides. But the products, you'll love them. I know you're going to love them. All you got to do is try them. Try them once and you'll be hooked. And another aspect of the business is the support team that you have. You know, the support team that's online here, Jennifer and Judy and Jeff, and I don't know who else is on the call, but the support team is amazing. They're there for you 24/7. It doesn't matter what time you call. They'll be there for you. It doesn't matter what kind of situation you're dealing with. We can fix that. You know, there's nothing that's not surmountable and unfixable. You know, we're there for you, and that's what we want to do. We want to help you. And I have to tell you, the greatest part of building your own business is being your own boss. You decide when you want to do it, who you want to do it with. You know, and that's another thing. When you're out there doing your day-to-day business, always have your antenna up looking for people that you would like to spend the rest of your life with. There are people in our life that I would not trade our relationship for anything in the world because it's so precious to us. You know, our best friends in the world, Randy and Valorie Haugen, which we do a lot of camping with because that's what we like to do. You know, and we have Darvin and Janet Phillips. I mean, I don't know what I'd do without those two couples in my life because they they're just so precious to me. I just can't even express to you how important it is for them to be in my life. So what I want you to think about too, when you're out there, is do I want this person in my life? Do I want to build a business with them? You know, do I want to have them around me all the time? Do I want to share this with them, or is there somebody else that I'd rather have in my business with me? But go out there and do it. And, you know, don't worry about getting it all right, because they don't have any idea what you're talking about. And most of the time, they won't know anything about it until they get involved so that they can get to know what you're talking about. So don't be shy about sharing the business. You know, don't be shy. And, you know, I don't know where you want to go or what you want to do, but like I said earlier, we like to camp. Jan likes to fish, I like to eat it. But we really enjoy camping, and we like to take our side-by-side up in the mountains and go adventuring. You know, there's always some adventure out there that you want to experience, and you just have to decide what it is you want to do. If it's travel the world, Jan and I, we traveled the world. You know, we were just talking the other day, we've been to so many places, it's hard to think up a place where we'd really like to go outside the United States. But, you know, it depends on what you want, not where we've been or what we've done, because believe me, we are nobody special. We just plugged into the system, which is the Boss Pro, and if you get involved, that's the one thing you do want to do, is get signed up for the Boss Pro so you know everything that's going on. You can listen to your audios, all the fresh ones, and they come out. I mean, it tells you, its roadmap tells you exactly everything you need to know to have a successful business. It's a great thing, and you need to get involved with that. But, you know, take a minute and think about it. Am I making all the money that I'd like? Do I have enough time with my family? And if the answer to those questions are no, then I would suggest that you get back with the people that invited you into this call and say, tell me more. I'm interested. But, you know, figure out what it is you want in life. I know there's something out there that you don't have that you'd love to have. So go after it and get it. And with that, I think I'll turn it back over to, I guess, Judi or Jeff, one or the other.
Wow.
But I've enjoyed a few minutes with you. And hey, if you do get involved, I do want to meet you. And of course, I need a hug.
Great. I can't wait to see you again, Raelene.
Thanks, Raelene. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love all you guys.
Yeah. We really love you and Jan, and we've got, you know, I just want to take advantage of the fact that we've got founding distributor, founding IBO, Valorie Haugen, on our call tonight, and ask Valorie if she'd just like to say a couple things. She's down. I know she and Randy are down in Mexico at a villa. Saw the video of them in the pool overlooking the ocean in southern Mexico near the Sea of Cortez. Absolutely beautiful. Saw that on Dream Builders today. But Valorie, if you're still there, would you like to say a couple things?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yep, hear you fine.
Okay, great. Well, as Jeff said, you know, we are on the very point of Mexico, down on the Baja. We are where the Sea of Cortez and the Pacific Ocean meets, and it's been amazing. We own property down here in Las Bareilles, and we came down to make a decision on, you know, what are we going to do with the property. So we went to a open house the other day and saw this amazing place, and so we got really excited. So yeah, going out and dream building, that's really important, just saying. But we really enjoyed freedom. You know, we've been free. I haven't had a job for 32 years, about 33 coming up on. And Randy's like, I think he's around 31 years in there. And, you know, just to have that freedom to really, you know, to take a business and to turn it into something that is amazing, to be able to retire from it and not wait till you're in your 50s and 60s, but to do it young. It's just truly amazing what we have our hands on, this incredible opportunity. We have one-of-a-kind products. We have an opportunity that is, it's, you know, to me, it just can't stand up to any, because ours is the very best one. The company is first class, first rate. The leadership in the organization is amazing. You know, we just appreciate them and their input on being able to move this business forward. So really, it's just, you know, grab your dream and come along with us on this incredible, awesome journey and take advantage of this awesome opportunity. So I look forward to meeting you in the future, and it's going to be awesome. So here's Jeff and Judi.
Wow. Thanks, Valorie. Thanks, Raelene. Thanks, Jennifer Allen. Thanks, Judi. What a great night. What you know, 4 amazing women that, you know, one that I've spent the last 40 years with, one that I just got to know about a year ago, but is amazing. And Raelene and Valorie, we've known for, you know, gosh, almost 30 years, 25, 30 years. But amazing women with a great perspective on life and building a dream and fighting for what you really care about. So what a special evening it's been. We normally do a Q&A at the end of these, but we're going to skip the Q&A tonight because we've been on for about an hour. And so we appreciate, again, these powerful ladies telling their story and giving their perspective on the business. Very, very special evening. I will tell you that we've recorded this meeting tonight, and we'll put the presentation on YouTube for people to be able to access and use. I think that would be good. And in the meantime, I think Valorie was just about ready to invite us all down to their house or their villa to spend time with them.
Yep, you guys are invited. We'll do some stuff in the future where we will surely invite people down.
I'll tell you, it's fun to hang around people that already are living a life where most of us just dream about it, or in a lot of cases probably fantasize about it, because the belief in the fact that you can have it rubs off. So when you start to think, well, will I ever get there? You know, just got to remember your time listening on an audio or getting around Raelene or Valorie or Debbie, Libby, or Tyler and Deb, or Randy and Val, because people actually build these businesses to freedom. Randy and Val have helped hundreds and hundreds of people become wealthy, thousands become financially free, and we really appreciate the fact that they came out of retirement to put this thing together, and we can't wait to get there, and we are doing everything we can to join them in freedom. So hope you guys make the same decision and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We love everybody, and that's it for tonight. We'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.